Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining another Freeman Lunt Napkin Numbers podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about the value of becoming an MBE, women or veteran certified business, and how it can impact your company. A lot of people don't even know that these designations exist. We didn't for a long time till we acquired some companies and realized how valuable they could be. I always kick myself for not learning, that world of business prior to buying the businesses because it would have greatly benefited us much sooner. But that's why we're here talking to you guys today. So hopefully we can help speed the process up for you. So if you're a woman, a veteran, or a minority, each of those carry different designations and open different doors. Here in the state of Washington, we have a firm called WIMBY, Office of Women and Minority Business Enterprises. That is where you go to get certified. When I first heard about this, and Scott and I were talking about it, the main common theme from everybody was, "Oh my God, it's so arduous. There's so much paperwork to do, and it'll take forever." Is there paperwork? Yes. It's a process, just like anything else. You go to get a loan from a bank, it's a process. You got to fill out paperwork. But if you understand the process, it's not so difficult, and it isn't some super long, arduous process. As I've done this in 3 different states now for 3 different companies, I've got it down pretty quick and have gone through it with a number of other folks to help speed the process up for them. So in your respective state, like here in Washington, we have WIMBY. You go into WIMBY and you go through their application online. It walks you through, both the state and federal, which you can do simultaneously. And every state that I've done this in has the same kind of process. You can also get your DBE classification, Disadvantaged Business Enterprise. That opens up different doors than the state certification. It opens up federal. So you want to do them together if your state allows it, or if they have to do them separately, get it done. At the end of the day, they need similar paperwork. For us, it's been a game changer in a lot of the conversations we're having in regards to our manufacturing companies. I literally was on a call yesterday with a public school person that handled all these schools that needed retrofitting, which fit what we do in our manufacturing business. And one of the first things he asked me was, "Are you certified?" And of course, I said, "Oh yeah, no, we're certified." He's like, "Are you sure you're certified? You sure you got your state designate?" Yes, we've got it, because a lot of minorities, women, and veterans don't actually get the designation done. You can self-identify also as a women, veteran, or minority-owned business, but if you don't do the state designation, you're not going to fall in their registries. You're not going to show up. So when companies are looking for services that you may provide or products that you make, if you are not in there, they're not going to find you. And that is the big disconnect that a lot of big companies have when they're trying to expand their diverse supplier network, dealing with companies like ours. Scott and I got our state certifications, our MBE, DBE certifications, and we also got our national minority business enterprise designation, which is something you will want to do if you can do business abroad throughout the country. You do that through a different organization called the NMSDC, National Minority Supplier Development Council. We're throwing all kinds of acronyms at you, but they're important ones to remember and understand. We'll have links that we can provide along with our podcast so people can, you can go in and check these out for yourself. But again, the NMSDC now opens you up to national supplier or national businesses, big corporations that are looking to expand their diverse initiatives. These big corporations have DEI divisions, diversity, equity, and inclusion, where their sole purpose is to locate businesses that are women, veteran, or minority owned. So again, if you're not in that registration, then you're not going to pop up on the radar for those folks. So these are very important designations to get, something that we think it's very important to educate, the business community about, because so many folks that we run into when we're speaking and we're teaching that are women, that are veterans, that are, minorities, don't even know these things exist, just like we didn't for a very long time, and don't understand the positive impacts they can have on your business. There are all kinds of organizations in your respective state that probably support these types of initiatives. Like here in Washington, we are a part of Tabor 100. Tabor 100 is a nonprofit organization that is highly focused on helping minority, women, and veteran-owned companies get in touch with state and federal contract opportunities. to expand. So again, you really want to understand what an MBE, DBE designation can mean to your business and how you get certified, understanding the process in your state. And Scott, you have anything to add there?
One of the things you also want to keep in mind in this, Rahsaan did a great job of giving you the overview and talking about why these are important and why you should get involved. But it's not just having them that makes them valuable. You have to take the next step. One of the things we see is people start off, they go, oh gosh, I should have this. I want to do it. I want to be just like you guys. They get it set up and they go, hey, money didn't magically flow into my bank account. This thing's horrible. It didn't do anything for me. Well, you still have to participate. You still have to make sure that, like for the NMSDC, you're using their matchmaker forums, you're getting in touch with people, you're spreading the word about your company and marketing yourself. Just use it as a tool on top of everything else you're doing for your company to help it grow.
Yeah, and when you are in these registries, you get invited to things. You get invited to apply for different organizations. For instance, we applied for the Nike Academy, which, we got accepted, thousands and thousands of applicants, and they chose 75 companies. We happened to be one of them. And they picked our manufacturing company, which is 15 minutes from headquarters in Beaverton, which made it easy for us to go to the events there. But it was a big, push for Nike to expand their diverse supplier initiatives. So now we're a part of the Nike Academy. A big deal for our company, and it's going to bring a lot of opportunity, right? And it also enables us to help others get into the Nike Academy, which we've done for the next years. They're in year 2 now, and year 3 is coming next year. So we're always trying to help other women, veteran, and minority-owned businesses get opportunities in this arena. And the only reason why we got that application, why we saw it, is because we're part of the NMSDC. And most recently, another one, we applied for the National Black Supplier Development Council. We were accepted into that one. And that is a great program, which is tied to all kinds of businesses that we want to be dealing with in the automotive space. Again, extremely beneficial having these designations.
And just to interrupt Rahsaan real quick, as he's talking about all of these we items, what he's just to clarify, that's actually part of a portfolio company we own, LED Trail, that was part of the Nike Academy, and we're very proud of that. And they were involved through the NMSDC, but also the National Black Supplier Development Program, which is sponsored by Stellantis.
So whatever you take from this, get educated on what's available to you in your state from a designation standpoint. Scott and I do a lot of pro bono work in these arenas to help women, veterans, and minorities advance, get these opportunities. And when we win opportunities, we try to create, for other MBEs and women and veterans out there. So if you need help, you want to talk to somebody, you will have certain organizations in your state. I know it. I've been around enough of them to see they do have a lot of these groups that will help, but we're here too. So thank you for listening to our podcast today. As always, if you like it, hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.